When the president talks about ways to stop the violence, many are waiting for him to talk about gun control.
The recent shootings have reignited the debate over gun laws in our country. News 8's Pauline Lee has more on whether these tragic events could have been prevented with stricter rules on gun ownership.
Well, there's no question both sides say something needs to change to stop tragedies like Oak Creek and Aurora. But not everyone agrees stricter gun control regulations would have helped prevent these recent tragedies.
If an individual wants to do harm to somebody, they can find a way to do it.
In the wake of the recent shootings in Oak Creek in Colorado, the topic of gun control has taken center stage. And Hubert Hoffman, member and former vice president of Wisconsin Carry, says it shouldn't have been a topic of discussion.
It's an emotionally charged topic, is what it is. And people tend to react from things they do that they fear.
He owns many guns for hunting and protection purposes and says gun control doesn't necessarily help prevent violent crimes.
A gun is just like a car. If you're responsible with your car when you're driving it down the street, then nothing happens. If you're looking at your cell phone trying to text somebody, then you kill someone, then what? Do we say we need to have stricter controls on cell phones? We've tried that already.
Well, unfortunately, these mass shootings have now become tragic ritual in American society.
In both the Oak Creek and Colorado shootings, the gunmen legally bought their guns and passed their background checks. Dennis Hennigan, vice president of the Brady campaign, a group committed to ending gun violence, says while federal background checks have kept many guns from getting into the wrong hands, he says more needs to be done.
There's a great deal we need to do in terms of doing a better job of determining when someone who is mentally disturbed may turn violent. But we can attack those problems. But while we do that, let's at least have sane policies in place that make it harder for dangerous people to get their hands on guns.
But for Hoffman, it's not so much gun control regulation that needs to change. It's the way our society thinks.
The mentality of the people in the country as a whole needs to change. We need to realize that it isn't necessarily Alice in Wonderland here. It's not a fairy tale. We live in a place that's in a point in time when bad things happen in good places.
And convicted felons, people convicted of domestic crimes, those dishonorably discharged, and those who are mentally ill are not allowed to buy guns from licensed dealers.
All right, thank you, Pauline. Now, only people buying guns from a licensed dealer need to go through a background check. That means those looking from private sellers, gun shows, or online are not included.